There was a portion of my life where I was actually not really happy with my childhood, and I really disliked my parents at the time for this reason. My name's Ken.
My name is Melissa.
My name is Arlene.
My name is Miko Branzuela.
Hi, my name is Mac Capuno.
Hi, my name is Titus Villegas.
I was born in Canada and both my parents are born in the Philippines.
Both of my parents immigrated from the Philippines to Canada.
I immigrated to Canada in 2002.
I'm a first-generation immigrant.
I am a first-generation immigrant to Canada.
And I'm a first-generation Canadian.
I feel like I had a stronger degree of being sheltered as a kid.
So growing up in an Asian household, it's definitely no secret that education is mandatory.
My parents always told me, having an educational background or whatever, or having a really good educational background is something that no one can steal.
Not even thinking about that expectation being on me, I just knew that university was in my future. I knew that that was going to come after high school, and I didn't even see it as like a choice or an option that I could opt out of.
Growing up, I had a lot of arguments with my parents trying to fight for freedom, and I was envious of a lot of my friends who were also born in Canada as well.
People with formal education have more opportunities than people who don't.
Those who are able to think of a business idea, sell to the masses, live well doing all that, not have a manager to deal with, not have to worry about waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, etc., etc. But the thing is, when it comes to Filipino culture, that's not safe.
Obviously, I can't say no because she's the one paying my tuition. She's doing everything for me, so I have to go to nursing.
I think it's a similar story for a lot of immigrant families.
My parents decided to move to Canada because they thought that my brother and I would have a better chance of having a better future here in Canada than in the Philippines because of overpopulation.
They had to sacrifice their jobs, their dreams.
Having to come to Canada meant having to let go of that government job.
Back home, my mom was a gynecologist and my dad had his own business in the pharmaceutical industry. So when they decided to move here, they couldn't carry over whatever they were doing back home in the Philippines because their credentials weren't recognized in Canadian society.
There was a lot that went on.
My parents made all these sacrifices.
Their work ethic and their passion.
You don't want your parents to have to go through all of that sacrifice just for you to do nothing.
I wanted to make sure that I made them proud, and the best way for me to make them proud and the only way that I knew I could make them proud was by finishing school.
I achieved something from their standards of what successful would be.
It's a personal thing for me to obtain a level of education that will open doors for me in the real world.
That's a portion of my mind that never ceases to keep me motivated because I need to. I guess it fuels me to work harder and to make it happen. Because if I don't make it, then all their sacrifices are in vain.
Kenneth Kim Fernandez Manibo. Melissa Grace Dumoran. Miko Rafael Branzuela. Mac Gel Capuno. Titus Villegas.
24 now is the age that I'm at. And it's so different. I value what I had in the past. I didn't have any of those luxuries that I wanted, but with that came some of my character that I have now. I understand why they protected me so much. I understand what sort of things they didn't want me to encounter. And all these kind of things that they've been doing for me actually benefited me.
Them moving to Canada was worth it because I made something of myself.
When I had my cupping and pinning session then, and I realized when I was wearing white cup and white uniform, white shoes, everything white, I realized it's so nice to be a nurse. It's so white.
And that's how I finished with a 4-year degree in business administration with a focus on human resources and marketing.
And my parents are always there to support me, and whether it's financially or as a moral support kind of thing. And I'm truly grateful for that as well.
They just want what's best for me. Obviously, they want me to finish with a formal education, but success to them means that I'm happy with wherever I am in life.
And you don't get to see that kind of stuff clearly, but now I'm at that age where I understand now, and I'm very thankful and grateful. And if I were able to grow up any other way, I wouldn't want to be raised any other way. I'm thankful for it.